Canoe slalom is a sport run over a section of whitewater rapids. There will be what we call gates, which is poles hanging suspended above the river. The paddler has to negotiate around these poles in the correct sequence, fast as possible without incurring any penalties. In a competition, downstream gates will be the ones with the green poles. You negotiate them in the direction of the flow, from the top to the bottom of the river. The red ones, when you're going back in the opposite direction, generally kind of quite critical gates on the course usually, where you can gain or lose a lot of time, and they'll be red and white stripy poles. A penalty will be a 2-second penalty for touching a pole, which, if you're very fast, you can absorb and still produce a good result. Or a 50-second penalty for missing one, which they may as well just call disqualification because you ain't going to finish anywhere. The red upstream gates are going to be in what we'd call the eddies, which are the stiller bits of water, or the water that's swirling and flowing back upstream, generally at the side of the river. The technique's always going to be to try and get round that pole as fast as you can. We say to hold the pole, which means to stay as close to the inside pole as you can, the inside one being the one you're closest to. Although there might be 2 poles on the gate, you can kind of effectively ignore the one that's furthest away and concentrate just on the one you want to be closest around. Sometimes you can spin around on the spot around the pole really close, but unless you project yourself back out with speed, you're going to have to use an awful lot of physical energy to get going again, and that's just going to make you tired further down the course. So transfer of speed, staying close to the poles, keep the boat moving and fast is all the important things you have to be looking for. At the Olympic Games itself, first off we'll have the qualification event. There'll be a course set by the course designers. The athletes will do 2 race runs on this, and their best of the 2 runs will count towards the result. Semi-finals, they make a brand new course, move the gates around. They actually could keep some of the moves the same, they quite often do. Adds an interesting element into what you're thinking about. Race 1 run again, 1 run only, and then the top 10 from that 1 run will progress to the final. The finals run on the same course, 1 run to decide the race. And at each stage, the competitors will run in reverse ranking order of the previous round.